someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another review. This time around, we're here to review Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, brought to you by Bethesda Game Studios. Now, the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, it has, I'm gonna tell you guys in the most simplest ways. For 10 years, Fallout 4 stood as one of the most celebrated and open world RPGs of all time. Now, mind you, this is just off of the Steam page, but I think that's the best way of really saying what this game was. So this upcoming, or this newest release of Fallout 4, the Anniversary Edition, comes with 6 official expansions, the base game, as well as 150 Creation Club items. So you get full access to the Automatron DLC, the Wasteland Workshop, Far Harbor, Contraptions Workshop, the Vault-Tec Workshop, and the Nuka World DLC. Now, one thing I can tell you about this game is I have been a fan of this game since day one, since it's originally released, even though it had a lot of hate. It got some really great awards, but the community over time has kind of hated, saying that it could possibly be one of the worst Fallouts out there and all this. And I'm going to tell you guys this. I have always thought Fallout 4 is one of the best in the series. And the reason why is because the expansive map that it had, as well as the new side quests and the connection, the massive connection to the history of Vault-Tec and Fallout in general. I really have always just enjoyed this game. But of course, with this Anniversary Edition, there are key updates that are really great. So I can tell you this, coming from someone that played put in hours upon hours of the PS4 version on his PS5, there was a lot of times that I was getting a lot of fuzzy type screens. I was getting a lot of lag at the times that even after they did the most recent PS4 update to where you were supposed to be able to get better frame rate settings. I was having a lot of visual issues. It just got to the point where it was kind of unplayable because as you're walking around in first person and even in third person, a lot of the stuff just didn't look very detailed. But I will say this, the Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition on PS5 is miles better than it used to be. And when I say that, there's a lot of times that I would still run into glitches. I'd still run into times to where there's so much going on. Like if you drop one of the Fat Boys, which is a miniature nuclear bomb, if you drop that in a certain area and it blows up and it's trying to process everything that's going on and everything's getting flailed out into the world, your game is going to crash, plain and simple. Now, I had a good couple of game crashes while playing the game, but I also had a ton of mods available. So I play Fallout very different than a lot of people, especially this time around. I added like God mode mods. I added the ability of everything on the map was unlocked right off the bat. I had all different types of stuff on there. My carry weight was like 1 million. But there would be counteractive things in the world that would change it to where, like, when I got into power armor, I couldn't actually use the power armor because of the weight, and it would like switch your system back to default or whatever the power armor gives you, and since you were so weighted down, you couldn't even use it. So it was pretty funny to kind of run into these issues and problems, but as a game as a whole, it is the all-tier package. Now, this game is $59.99, but think about it like this, okay? So, yes, the game has been out some time, but if you were to just buy it individually, Fallout 4 is $19. Then the Automatron DLC is $9. Then the Contraptions DLC is $4, and then the Creation Bundle is $19, and then the Wasteland Bundle is $4, and Far Harbor is $14.99, then Nuka World is $9.99, and then the Fallout 4 Vault-Tec Workshop is $4.99. So if we were to subtract the $34.99 for the season pass because you were just buying it outright or whatever, and you just wanted to buy the individual DLCs, it would still be roughly around 70 something bucks for all of that, and you can get it for $64 right now, which is a pretty good deal. And like I said, I did run into issues on this game, and there were times that we had technical issues to where the game was crashing, or I would go up to kill some raiders, and I would like do one of my instant hits that I had as a mod, to where I'd punch them and the body would explode, and then the game would crash. But of course, that's always going to be the case whenever you start dabbling into a lot of these mods. But overall, visually, the game is still pretty damn stunning. As old as this game is, when we look at when it released and how many systems it's been through, the game really looks great. They did utilize a lot of the new technology to kind of fine-tune a lot of these different issues. Now, I know that on day one, or I think on the 24th, they did release some updates for certain issues, like the creation bundle not being displayed properly. Placeholder lookup failed appeared instead of the Commonwealth names. That was fixed and patched too. Xbox One and PS4 unlikely issues were starting with a new game with creations enabled crashing at the load screen. Increased 2 GB local storage limits on Xbox. That was fixed. Titles becoming inoperable when quitting after exiting the an interior while having a Pip-Boy open. There was a good little chunk of issues, but those issues have been patched out as of the 24th, which is really great. But the good thing is that this game is still one of the best open world games that you can even play. There's so many other things that I still am finding as I'm diving into this world, finding things that I haven't seen before, or finding things that I just haven't seen in so long. They feel like, new quests. And like I said, I have played this game massively and a lot in just since its original release date. But I can say that the game still has life. There's still so much to do in this game, and there's so many ways that you can play it and have fun, especially with the new mods, with the new creation. The creation aspects of the game are really unbelievable. Some of the stuff that you can get from the Creation Club is really cool. I actually went to a certain location, which I'm not going to tell you the location. You got to find it out yourself. But I was able to get the Doom Marines armor, which I'm sure people have done before. But then I was also able to get the BFG, which was amazing to use in Fallout. And there's all different types of stuff. There's new dogs that you can play as. There's new companions. There's new DLC that you can either download from the community or download some of the Creation Club official DLCs that add new side quests in there as well, with new enemies and all kinds of stuff. So it's an expansive universe that has continued to grow over the years, and it's so much fun to go back and play. Especially in the fact that there's 150 pieces of Creation Club content available with 6 official add-ons that really, honestly, I don't really understand how anyone could not look at this deal and not be like, I've got to get it. And the game does have connections to the TV show as well. So with the TV show being as big as it is right now, it's definitely something to check out. But yeah, that's really kind of my comprehensive, kind of nailed down review. The game is really fun. There's tons of content available. If you've never played Fallout 4 and you wanted to dive into it, or if you've only played Fallout 6 or Fallout New Vegas or whatever, you never got around to playing Fallout 4, right now is the time to play it. I'm telling you, ask Santa Claus to put this on your gift list. It is definitely something that must be on there. I am giving this game a 4 out of 5, and the reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is I did have the significant crashes that I had. I had a few issues here and there. Actually, at one point in time, I lost my save data completely and had to start all the way over again. But with that said, the game is still fun. It is still enjoyable to play, and you can really have a different experience with a lot of these mods that are available, or Creation Club content that is available to play. So we're giving this a 4 out of 5. Also, I want to give a shout out to Bethesda. Definitely make sure to check out its newest DLC on Fallout 76, which is the Burning Springs, which came out December 2nd, has a major map expansion as well as a new gameplay system and a new character, the Ghoul, who is voiced by his actor, Walter Goggins. And of course, I've got to shout out Fallout Shelter as well. If you've never played Fallout Shelter, it's a little mobile game. Download it on your Android device or iPhone or Google phone, and it's a really, really great expansive game to where you can build your own little vault and have a good little bit of fun. But I would definitely say make sure to check out Fallout 76 with its newest DLC, The Burning Springs, with the man, the myth, the legend, Walter Goggins actually voicing the ghoul from the show in the game. So like I said, we're giving this a 4 out of 5. Please make sure to check us out at CineLeaks.com for some of the latest and greatest geek news, movie news, and gaming news. Happy holidays, and we'll talk to you soon.